which girl listens?
The girl I took over for. Yes.
What's her name?
Cass.
Hi, Cass. Hi, babe. Happy to have you here. We're talking to Colt about Allie and Lucas. I was like, so do you still like Lucas? He was like, yeah. I was like, do you think that they should get married? And he goes, they're already married.
You're like,
no, they're not.
I don't know how marriage works.
Allie's like, no ring. And Colt was like flabbergasted. And then I was like,
what?
Yeah. Then I was like, do you think that they should have babies? And he goes, yes. And I asked, how many babies? And what did he say? 10,000?
100,000.
100,000. 100,000 babies.
And I was like, well, maybe 2. And he was like, no, at least 100.
At least. Don't be unreasonable, Auntie. So then Allie's like, well, where would they sleep? And he was like, everywhere. I mean, if there was 100, they would have to sleep.
Literally sleep everywhere.
I was like, can I sleep in your room? He was like, on the sides.
Yeah. She's like, how many? 2.
Yeah.
200.
Nine-
You just need to find spots for
98 other
others.
babies.
Can you imagine?
So
my
funny.
God. That
Yeah.
would be horrific.
Is Jasper or Connor going to do hockey? Do you know? I think so.
Maybe Jasper.
Maybe.
Connor's not really that interested.
He's a little more mellow. Yeah.
Yeah, he loves gymnastics, and he
Oh,
actually
so good.
really likes soccer. Like, he
Nice.
likes running around, I think. So maybe he'll try baseball or what else was he doing that he loves swimming. Like, if he wanted to, he could do swim club. He's also very tall, so that might be good for him.
Yeah.
He's a very good swimmer, like very good. Very brave.
Colt is not. Golden is like loves the water and isn't afraid at all. And we went swimming and we were saying like, look at her, she's just a little fish. And there's Colt like terrified to like put his face in the water. He's like, me too. Like, well, everyone has different skills.
Golden's a better swimmer than you.
Goldie is so brave in the water. She just like jumps in. She's blowing bubbles. I'm like, get it, girlfriend. Colt is terrified.
I know. I took him to the pool and we went camping one time and he did not let go of me the whole time. Just like latched on. And
Stranglehold. Yeah.
Like, no, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
Jasper's a bit more nervous, but I took him the other day and I'm like, obviously, none of that. I'm like, jump. He's like, catch me. I'm like, okay. Like,
And then you just, you're like, oh, look, you did it. Uh-huh.
and he's like, I did it. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I know.
Colt.
I'm wise to you.
Yeah.
I caught him like the first couple times and then
Sure.
like would let him go under. And then,
Yeah. And
I'm
then
like, he would go. At first he's like, no. And then I just drag him. And he's like, this is actually fun. I'm like, I know.
Like, yeah, I actually used to do this professionally.
I know.
Imagine that.
I was trying to tell Colt that he was like, I'm a good swimmer. You're a good swimmer too, but not as good as me. And I was like, I actually used to teach swimming, Colt. And he was like, I don't think so. I was like, well, I mean.
I'll bring it up next time I'm at your house.
Yeah.
I'll be like, remember when we used to teach people how to swim?
And he'll be like,
And what a good swimmer you are.
right. He'll be like, someone else. Someone else's mommy. Not my mommy.
You were a good swimmer.
Good enough to be a lifeguard and a swim instructor. Like, no,
Yeah.
Colt doesn't believe it.
He's like, this is untrue.
Yeah. False.
I never learned how to dive in swimming class.
Why?
Can you not dive still?
It's not hard.
Wow.
I'll
But
help you.
know what my
Let's
problem
go
is?
swimming
I
together.
blow the bubbles out of my nose, but I think because my nose is so big, it's like all my air goes out right away, and then I would just like start drowning, kind of. The water would come.
Like, as you hit the water, like water's coming up your nose, or like
Yeah, that's
you're maybe not tucking your chin enough.
I don't know. I remember I did it like 2 times, and they were like, "Good enough."
Right, you
I was
pass.
like, okay.
Who are these swim instructors?
I don't know.
I failed kids left, right, and center.
All the time.
And their
Mhm.
parents be like, why did they fail? I'm like, you saw them.
Right. This should come as no surprise to you.
I don't understand what you don't understand.
Like, swimming is not one where you can kind of just be like,
they're fine.
Like, that's, as much as Colt doesn't like swimming and is not perhaps the best at it, like, sorry, you gotta,
Life skill.
life skill.
It's a life skill.
There was someone I used to work with who told me, grown ass woman, she did not know how to swim.
Know how to swim.
I know. And her, at the time, boyfriend was a lifeguard and a swim instructor. And he said to her, he would not propose to her until he had like a list of swimming criteria
It's hilarious.
that she could meet. And he was like, his family, I think, has like a cottage and they have a boat. And he was like, going to be a part of my life. You're going to be a part of my family's life. Like, you're not going on the dock. You're not going on the boat.
Well, she'd have to wear a life jacket on a boat then if she can't swim.
I mean, you should anyway.
Yeah, but like,
yes,
I have mine beside me or like on the floor because like if I grabbed it and had to put it on in the water, I could. Unless I guess I'd get knocked unconscious.
I was going to say, nobody swims when they're unconscious.
That's true. But, I don't know, the boats seem pretty safe.
They're
basically a yacht. It's like one of those pontoon ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, if we get in an accident,
something is really going wrong. I don't know that your life jacket can save you.
A floating dock.
Yeah,
exactly. Too funny.
Should we get going?
Yeah. Probably. Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Quart of Books and Babes,
a podcast where two best friends review, react to, and rate our, and soon to be your, favorite fantasy books.
Before we press play, consider this your spoiler warning. We're operating with zero restrictions. We'll be pulling threads from ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City because the worlds overlap, the themes echo, and we're absolutely saying the quiet connections out loud. If a title gets mentioned in this next section, it's on the table.
But don't worry, babes. We'll keep our non-Maasverse spoilers limited to the beginning of the pod, where we'll spill the tea, surreal style, on what else we're reading. If your TBR isn't caught up with ours, just skip ahead. Okay. Should we begin?
Yes. I've made lots of progress in Crescent City.
Okay, what are you reading?
And then I was also trying to like research some of the things when I was editing the last episode. Because I was like, does it for sure say that? Anyways, and so, but then I kind of was like, oh, I don't want to search anything on like Reddit because
and then spoilers.
Like, spoil other things.
Yeah.
But from what I could glean, there's only 8 Asteri.
I think you're right.
Because I was like really doubling down on that, and then I was like, am I wrong? And then so I kind of like Googled it, and they were like without going too deep into everything, the surface was like, yes.
It's 8. I think that you're right that it says that. I just don't believe it. Like, I feel like that
Jessica's like,
I don't.
Jessica's like, Colt. He's like, no.
You're not a good swimmer.
No.
Can you even blow bubbles? Show me your flutter kick. Ever since I met the Asteri, when I first read Crescent City 1, I was like, they're the big bad. They're the final boss. Like, they, for me, I just don't know how anyone could be bigger.
Well, you've read Blood and Ash. There's always a bigger, badder, big bad.
As we were doing the episode last week, that was literally going through my head, and I was like, oh God, I hope not. Like, also as we talk about Hybern over these next few chapters, and he's so boring. But he's made to be like, Reese is even afraid of him. I'm like, what are you talking about? No.
He's just like, wait.
Yes. Like friggin' Arya Stark, just like one, like,
oh my God, I
done.
love that part.
Yeah, but that was because, like, you know.
People were upset about that. Did you know
I loved
that?
it. No.
And I was like, they're like, I can't believe it was Arya. And I'm like,
I'm so glad it was Arya.
Oh my God, when she drops the knife out of her hand, I'm
my God. So good. Spoilers for Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Like, if you haven't gotten there, like you're not going to.
Yeah, this is on you.
Rethink your life.
What did we do the other day? We were like talking about, I don't know, Wuthering Heights or Little Women. We were like, spoilers for Little Women, I guess.
Or Twilight 20 years later.
Yeah, that's on you. Okay, so anyway, I think you're right. But also we've established that I remember nothing of these books, but I would say you're right. I just don't believe it.
Also found out that the dad of the Hines kids is like some rando that she like met in a cave at like this fertility rite.
Oh, I faintly remember this.
And then I was like, this sounds like when Tamlin goes into the cave. Did like Tamlin breed with the Hines?
Like it's the right.
Yeah, they call it like I think they call it a fertility ritual or something. But I know. They go into like a cave and have sex, and I was like, sounds familiar.
I love this crossover. I did not catch that.
And then Therian married Flynn's sister. I'm like, This is weird,
Yeah.
but I kind of love the sister.
Uh-huh.
She is like salty
Spicy.
AF. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes, like
She's a little pinto
she's
bean.
pretty angry
Uh-huh.
about most things.
About most things.
Yeah,
A little streak of Nesta in her.
she's very Nesta-esque.
Mhm.
Yeah. What else happened? Oh, Morven, the king of Avalon.
Okay.
Morvon. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
name's fuzzy.
Yeah.
He goes to get free the Autumn King, and they meet in the Cave of Princes or whatever, and they have Flynn and Deck, and they're like, and he's like, well, I forget what he says. Do this or I'll kill them. And she's like, fine, do it. And they're like, she's like, I know you won't, because like they're good for breeding and like they're powerful, so you won't kill them because you want to like reinstill the Fae.
Yeah.
And then she kind of pulls an Aelin where she just jumps in the river and Hunt and Backstein are like, what the actual?
Yes.
They were so like, Hunt was actually livid.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was kind of like, and then they kind of have a fight about him feeling guilty, and then I felt she was like kind of mean. I was like,
I feel like she is a bit like Aelin that way, because Aelin has moments where I'm like, you're a bit mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, they had sex, so obviously they
Did they teleport again when they had sex?
They're like,
they got that locked down
in the same spot. Yeah. So they're and they got to this. Oh, so I did make a mistake last episode about the prison. It wasn't Thea that made the prison. It was Celine, and Helena has made Avalon. And then I further found out that Celine, the one that was in Perithian, who made the prison, brought the monsters into the prison and like trapped them there to hide the power of the harp. So because they talk about this rot on Avalon, and like what's eating away at the island, like why is Flynn's magic off?
Yeah.
And there's some kind of rot or something's being hidden here that's like evil.
Right.
Anyways, and then I stopped reading.
Right. Clarify for me how
the twins. It's Thea's twins that created the prison, and then also it
Avalon.
seems, because they go through similar thing. Like they go down the river. Bryce puts her hand on the door, just like the prison. There's a stone archway, just like the dust court / prison. And the door opens. They go inside. It closes behind them. And then she says something like, I forget what they said. They see like they see Peleus's coffin or whatever, and it's like you go down these stairs, and just as they're about to go down the stairs, because she's like, Peleus didn't make this place, Helena did, and I was like, hot damn. And then I started reading.
Why would the monsters hide the harp? Like, are they like protecting it?
No, like their power like throws off people who would be like looking for it.
I see. Okay. Interesting.
Like a distraction.
Right. Have you learned any more about the horn?
No, just that there's a statue before the thing that they like the passageway they go down that looked like it was like missing something. I couldn't put together if it was like the sword that came out of there.
Right.
But it sounded like this wasn't a cave that like
Rune had been to before.
Oh my god, and Rune and the Hind almost have sex, but then they didn't.
Oh yeah. Rune, I felt like...
Also, now his piercings are ripped out, so I'm like, maybe he gets a haircut.
Maybe
we turn things around.
Right? When you start dressing in tailored black suits.
Yeah, exactly. Can you just be...
Right, suddenly we're happy with you again, Rune. Interesting. Okay, and then... Is that the only one you're reading? No, you have another one you're going on right now.
The Book Thief.
The Book Thief. You're still...
I only read that like once a week.
Oh, okay.
Like flying through Christmas City, and then also reading for these.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I'm gonna read as far as like a romantasy book after this, because once I finish The Book Thief, I'm gonna read The Nanny.
Right.
And then after Crescent City, I guess I'll pick something new.
We should do The Alchemist, because is it Alchemist? No, sorry.
I'm like, I've read The Alchemist.
No. Fudge. Ascended.
Oh, Caitlin's reading that.
Okay, is she
Or
liking
she's
it?
starting it.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's very, like, people would love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to go through my TBR.
Which is probably 100 books long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So long.
I know. I feel ya.
Okay, what about you? Did you finish
Book of Azrael? No, I made more progress. I'm close. I think I have like 50 pages left. It's holding my attention, but like you can tell I'm not raring home to go read more. But I did start on audiobook Wild Reverence.
Oh my God. Everyone is like, this book is like book talk everywhere. People love it.
It is very different. Like kind of not the same as Alchemize was so different. Where I was like, is this really romantic-y? But a little bit where I started this off, it's not like a gothic or anything. It's, but it's very, it's like gods and goddesses. Yeah, very strange. Yeah, feels like a fable a little bit. Maybe closer to The Night and the Moth, that feel.
Oh, Bartholomew, he's
Bartholomew.
What a guy.
I love him. Anyway, it's good. I like it so far. I'm a little bit more than halfway through.
Wow. It must not be that long then.
I'm doing it on audiobook.
No, but still.
Yeah, I don't think it's super long.
Okay. Is there a sequel or is it a standalone?
I don't know. Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure I'll finish that. And then on paper book, I'm going to start Frankenstein. And then audiobook, I'm hoping that Furybound will be out
May 5th.
Because that's,
So excited for you to start Frankenstein.
I'm very excited.
Frankenstein pretty short though? Like
it looked, I mean, compared to what we read, yes, looked very short. Yeah.
It's so good though.
I'm very
excited. She wrote when she was 15.
Crazy.
Incredible.
Oh boy, what have we done with our lives?
I don't want to talk about what I was doing at 15. My mom listens to this podcast.
Not writing novels.
Not writing classic literature, that's for sure. Allie is starting Frost and Starlight.
Yes, I'm like 5 chapters in.
Oh my gosh, what has happened?
It's like really cute. I think it's like a good like change of pace between
war, death.
Because these books are very like a lot of action and stuff. This one's kind of like fun Christmas. It's cute.
It is.
So
it is cute.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Right. I think if you go in with the expectation that it's not going to be like the other books, you're not disappointed.
Yeah.
But if you like have no one to be like, okay, like
FYI.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
It's kind of giving me like Hogwarts at Christmas vibes.
Yes.
Which I love.
So, who doesn't love that?
Who doesn't love? Also, Harry Potter show will be released in December.
I know. I saw.
Did you watch the Looking for Harry Potter?
Looking for Harry Potter, no.
It's on Crave, and they go like behind the scenes of all the work they're doing. They're doing a lot of practical effects, which I'm so happy about.
Oh.
And, like, animatronics. All the owls are animatronics, and they look so real. Scabbers is an animatronic. It looks so real.
Okay.
Instead of like
CGI.
So this is my whole thing with classic Jurassic Park versus now Jurassic Park. Because I know they used CGI.
Did it.
Damn it.
Well, that didn't fix it. I'll have to ask Will when he's home. I know they used some CGI in Jurassic Park, but like a lot of the dinosaurs were like robots or like animatronics. And it's so much more real than the new CGI. Jurassic Parks. Also, the storylines are like, weren't. But like I just watched Jurassic Park and the Lost World. And I was like, they're so much better. Even though they were made so like, I think Jurassic Park was like, I think Mitch was like 7 when we went to see it. So like 30 years ago. And so, but it's so much better than the new one.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I would recommend it's like 20 minutes. It's on Crave and it's real good.
Cute.
Finding Harry Potter.
I think it's like Finding Harry or something. And they kind of show like their casting process. Their like clothing design, which is so cool. They like thrifted everything that's like from the 90s And they're actually like using real 90s pieces.
Stop.
And then they like went
Fun.
looking and recreated 90s things from catalogs and stuff.
Cute.
So cool. So I'm excited.
I loved the Sears catalog when I was little. The toy one at Christmas.
The best ever.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Mom gave Colt like I think it was Toys R Us when they still had Toys R Us.
Did she?
And he like circled every single item.
He's like, just get me the whole thing.
Like, I don't even need to look at this.
Yeah.
Page 1 through 100.
God. It was fun going through as a kid and like circling and I want this, I want that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So cute. Also, it looks like they've decided on a Zayden. They haven't announced it for Fourth Wing. But
What do you mean it looks like?
so the guy that everyone's talking about has like suddenly followed production for Fourth Wing and then made jokes about being nicknamed Zayden.
Is it the guy, the Houston guy?
Yeah, Josh Houston.
Oh,
But
we'll see.
He looks quite handsome in this photo.
But do they look like a BB?
He's 29. I'm like, he's handsome.
I mean, the picture
Maybe
he's looking maybe a bit like Daddy in that photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the left there.
Yeah.
Agreed. That one on the right, I was like,
We're like, what about that one where his hand ties
yeah,
mouth?
what's he do with those fingers?
Like that.
Perverts.
Very handsome there.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm like,
Okay.
And he's got like kind of bluey gray eyes.
Sure.
Mm.
So
I agree with their choice for Violet if that's who they go with. Love it. The guy who they are like Liam, love.
also Dylan Efron said that he would love to be in Fourth Wing.
Stop.
Who would he be?
I don't know. He said he joined the show. He preferred being in a smaller role. But
He could be spoilers for Fourth Wing, the Jack Barlow.
He's old though, Dylan.
Dylan Efron.
Is he?
Isn't he like my age?
No. Really?
Like a few years younger,
Born in
maybe?
1992.
So
Yeah, so your age.
34. Yeah, it's old.
He could play like one of the professors, I feel like. Or like one of the
Like a senior wing
in the
leader.
book, Zayden is 25. I went back and checked, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I know.
I could see him being Jack Barlow, but yeah, he is. It, I guess just depends how well he's aging. He doesn't look bad there.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, he expressed his interest in being in the TV show.
I feel like those guys who are like
Can I
British.
express my interest as well?
Also, for the record,
So Jamie would like to be in the show and Jessica.
mm-hmm.
I will take a major role.
I'll be a dragon.
I'll be the mom. How fun would her character be?
That's the next series you should read, Allie, is Fourth Wing. Mm-hmm.
Well, I should read whatever we're going to do next. That way I'm caught up.
Oh, that's a conversation for another day.
I really want to do Crescent City, but I'm like there's no time between like when we finish this and when the next book's
I know, we're just going to have to do ACOTAR. Standalone.
Like we could do a standalone in between because I think we'll finish like book 5 in like July.
And have some space. Yeah.
We could do a standalone like
like Alchemized or something.
or Poison Daughter.
Read that one.
Poison Daughter?
No.
Alchemized. Especially because you read Manacled in high school.
Yes.
Oh, then we shouldn't talk too much about it. Other than it's the best book ever.
Yeah, I do want to read
It was very good. I was not what I
Except the
thought
end.
at all. Yeah, ending was odd.
So odd.
Mm-hmm.
That is, but like it didn't ruin the rest of the book. It was just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna disregard this ending
Right.
and write my own in my head.
That's right. Mhm.
Yeah. No.
Cassian has shoulder length black hair.
No.
No,
wrong.
does not.
Incorrect.
Sure doesn't.
He has dirty blonde hair.
Yes.
Ah.
He looks like a Viking. Okay. Should we get going?
I'm like, where are we even?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It is time to talk lore, lust, and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and, of course, swoon over our best book boyfriends.
We're dissecting chapters 37 to 42 of A Court of Wings and Ruin, and things are getting diplomatic. Literally. We've got High Lords meeting on the horizon, tensions already simmering, and our inner circle is preparing to walk into a room where trust is low and grudges are very much alive. Cauldron bless this disaster. We're diving in head first. If you're caught up, cozy up.
This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and, of course,
RHYSAND.
As such, it is rated R. Please listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines,
where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't,
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss the magic, motives, or mistakes.
What was her mouth?
What?
She's smelling.
She's can't like this.
Because she's perfection. Chapter 37. The King of Highburn stands before Rhysand and smiles while Rhys and Feyre, through Rhysand's eyes, watch. Highburn tells Rhys he's been waiting for him, and the High Lord realizes that Highburn has been waiting, yes, but not specifically for him, but rather for whichever High Lord would come first. So he used this damper to set a trap, like a little bait to be like, who's gonna come? Like who? Yes.
Is Rhys purring?
You're right. He does like that. Rhysand considers the merits of killing the king now versus taking him alive. He lunges towards the king's mind and finds nothing. No mental walls. And Highburn clucks his tongue, admonishing Rhysand, quote, "You've always been such a source of entertainment, especially for my darling Amarantha." Back on the page.
Spooky.
More and more, I'm like, maybe Allie is onto something.
There's a lot in this book. They talk about her a lot in ACOTAR.
Feyre begs Rhysand to kill Highburn and be done with this. But Rhys tells her no, he needs to search the ship first and find the source of the damper on his magic. Highburn lets loose another verbal dagger. His last report from Amarantha indicated she had still been enjoying Rhysand. To Rhys's credit, he doesn't react, just smirks as his magic creeps throughout the ship, looking, hunting. Like, this is such a low blow for Rhys.
I mean, not below the King of Highburn. Like,
no. But Rhys is like, and Feyre's in his mind and like, and she just is like, kill him, kill him, kill him.
Also, like, yes. I know he can't in this moment, but
yes. And he kind of says to Feyre, he's like, I have to find the source first. And she's like, just kill. Like, she's bloodthirsty. Highburn switches his approach. Feyre, what a remarkable girl. He lists her many crimes against him. Amarantha, the Adder, Ianthe, his niece and nephew. I'm like, oh yeah, she kind of has been a bee in his bonnet, hey? And now the Spring Court. Although perhaps she had helped him there, making it easier for Highburn to plant more of his troops along their border. And at this, Feyre's heart drops because she
broke apart the entire army and protective system within the Spring Court.
Exactly. And Hyburn's like, oh, thanks, Toots. Yeah. And she realizes oh, this was maybe a bit short-sighted. Feyre? Never.
Right. Forethought? What's that?
He continues, telling Rhys it will cost him everything to try and defeat him, that it still won't be enough, and that once the High Lord of the Night Court is dead, Highburn will take Feyre for himself. Maybe give her to Tamlin once he's finished with her. Okay. I think we all agree that's enough. No more messing around here. Rhys starts to rally his power, but asks Highburn one last question. Why? Why this war? Why the bloodshed? And Hyburn's response is venomous. Quote, in this new world of yours, there was room at the table for everyone, so long as they thought like you. But the loyalists, how you delighted in shutting us out, looking down your noses at us. I feel like I have heard this in not to get too political, but it's very political, but I feel like I have heard this rhetoric in social commentary these days. Oh yeah, you say there's room for everyone at the table, but not for me. Mm-hmm. And then what is what does that do? Anyway, I was like, oh, SJM, you're getting all political on us over here.
Also, more kind of alludes to that same thing previously. Remember when she's like, maybe we brought this on ourselves by like, what is that in reference to?
Remember.
I pointed it out. She's like, maybe we brought this on ourselves.
Yeah.
Like the war and Highburn and
when they were playing the bad guys, like that wasn't it that Reese was playing a bad guy?
I thought it was that something about like when they divided the territories.
Maybe.
Anyways, more alludes to this.
It is interesting. Like, villains aren't born in a vacuum.
No.
That was fascinating. Hybern tells Rhysand he and his people have no interest in allowing the mortals to, quote, freeload off the Fae anymore, and that Rhysand and his supporters can do nothing to stop him.
We'll see.
Well, and I think he actually says that. Rhysand has heard enough. He hurls a spear of power at Hybern and nothing. It goes right through him. He was just an illusion. And as he disappears, that damper on Rhysand's power dissolves too. Rhys takes a beat and then turns all of the rest of Hybern's men into red mist, carried away on the wind.
Oh, I love that part.
Also, like, why didn't he do that like a little bit earlier?
Because he set like all the soldiers.
Yeah. Oh,
He couldn't. The damper was, and
right.
that's why he said like this battle has been raging on as long as it has. Otherwise, yeah, he would have just come and just been like, poof, bye.
But he didn't do that when they were attacking Valaris. Like, why?
Oh, yeah, why?
He showed up at the end, did he not? Like, he showed up like right as the tide was turning with the battle and the.
Sure, but like,
Adder's
how much
already-
easier would that have been?
Yeah.
He was. I mean, yeah, for sure. It's just he was gone somewhere.
Yeah, but he comes back in time like to fight because he's looking for Feyre, and she's like pushing the adder out of the sky.
Oh yeah, doesn't she lock Rhys out of? He goes, "Where are you?" And she goes, "Where I'm meant to be," or something. And then she's like, "Boom, bye, Rhys!" Like locks him out of her mind.
He's like, "What the fuck?"
Maybe he was red misting. And it's just not on the page. But yeah, chapter 38.
Momo. She's on one tonight. Like she's all wide-eyed and like,
As if her eyes are ever anything except dinner plates. Hi, you want to show the camera your beautiful face and your giant eyeballs? Look at it. Am I chosen? Are you going to come in my lap?
like
Nope, now that you said it, in fact, I won't actually. But I'll sit here like a gargoyle.
hey Bartholomew.
Chapter 38, Momo. Oh, she's so cute. I'm going to take a little bite. Feyre is thrown back into her body, Mor shaking her aggressively. Mor pulls her into a nearby alley, and Feyre throws up over and over. She's like just shook up from what she saw with Rhys, and then also this is her first like. Yes, she had the battle in Valaris, but she pretty much just was like, "Hey, Adder, you and me, let's rumble," right? This is like her first like she goes and kills like many people. Finally, somewhat in control again, Feyre tells Mor what she saw in Rhys's mind. The ship, the king, the mist. As Feyre's heartbeat begins to slow, she thinks about how that fight was nothing like what she expected, how horrible and brutal it was, and how she knows she is forever changed by it. Mor winnows them back to the palace, having been made into a makeshift hospital. They spot Varian almost immediately, and he, them. That's pretty much the face, I feel like. Hey. He approaches slowly, and Feyre watches cautiously, remembering the blood rubies. All he says is, quote, "He's in the oak dining room." He, it turns out, is Tarquin. Feyre thought it was Rhysand, and also definitely so did I. I was like, oh, Rhysand. Again, a pause on their meeting, a memory of what Feyre and Rhysand and Amren stole from them. Tarquin says he heard Feyre and Mor cleared the palace and the island. He also heard an older story, how Feyre had destabilized the spring court weeks ago. He thought her arrival with her court and the Illyrians had signaled her coming to help Hybern finish him off.
Interesting.
This is just, again, to the point of
the mask.
Yes, and how it has been damaging.
Yeah.
Like,
also, like,
and he's,
so bad for
she comments on that the sort of, optimism and
Gone.
like excitement and trust and hope like looks dead in his face in this meeting. Like what they did really
He must just feel like alone in this battle too.
Fucked him.
Rhys is evil. He thinks
Yeah.
Tamlin is evil. He thinks Feyre's plotting against them. Baron is fucked. Like,
Does he think Rhys is evil though, or he just made like bad call when he visited? Like, I don't think he thinks Rhys is evil.
I think he's not sure what the fuck is going on.
He's like treacherous, maybe.
Well,
I know he was like a very young Fae in comparison to all of them. Too.
yes, yeah, and he also didn't call for them. So like again, it wasn't him saying to Varian, "Go tell Amren." He didn't put out a call for help at all. So yeah, when the Night Court showed up, he thought, "Oh, they're coming with Hybern to help finish me off." Like, I know, poor Tarquin. Feyre tells Tarquin they would never align with Hybern, that their goals align with Tarquin's goals of equality and peace. Rhysand appears just as Tarquin asks the question he must have been musing for months. Why did they steal the book? And Rhysand tells the High Lord of the Summer Court that he and his mate had their reasons. Again, like...
Just like, it's a little late to be playing coy now. Like,
yes.
Just let him in on your plan. Like, what?
This is where like the mask, this decision to like pretend to be evil and whatever, like it just bites them in the ass. And if they could just explain to Tarquin, like he wants to believe they're good.
And we talked about it. Like, if Feyre would have asked for the book, would he have given it to her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
probably.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
So,
Tarquin tells them, Feyre and Rhysand, that they have paved the way for Hybern. The king on the continent has now docked his fleet in the Spring Court after Feyre brought it to his knees, and that was how he so easily accessed Adriata. Like, and Feyre is like, oh, like again, this is the second time where she's like, shit. And then he dismisses them, tells them to leave and take their warriors. As they go to leave, Rhysand says, quote, "Come to the meeting, Tarquin. We need you. Prythian needs you." Chapter 39. They winnow to the Illyrian camp set in the hills atop Adriata. Asriel begins to gather intel from his scouts, and Cassian makes his way through the wounded, offering praise and comfort. Feyre does what she can. Helps fetch water, works with healers. No, she really just, she says, like, I held down some soldiers while they were like screaming and had to have medicine like administered to them. At one point, she passes out from exhaustion while pausing to sit for a moment and awakens in Rhysand's tent, the High Lord scanning parchment in front of him. They discuss the day, the battle, Hybern, and as Rhysand talks, Feyre realizes he is frightened. She describes his shoulders like curling inward, like in this almost self-defeating posture. I just am like, Hybern is not that spooky.
Literally, it's not.
He is not that spooky. Amarantha was way more spooky. Fuck, the Weaver is way more spooky.
Yes, agree.
I yes, echo what you're both saying. Like, it's just also like he's the most freaking powerful High Lord in history. Feyre has every single High Lord's power. Like, I don't, like, just be smarter and don't let them keep making these spells. Like,
yes.
My God.
Yeah. The spells are a real,
they're a thorn in our side.
Yes. The spells are a struggle.
Bring Helion more into the fold.
Yes. They absolutely should have had
Helion
more involved.
Also, love me some Helion.
Also, who doesn't want Helion involved?
I know. Why choose? He's so funny.
He would also agree. Why choose?
He's a dirty dog.
Mm-hmm. She tells him to move the meeting with the High Lords up, and he agrees. And then she makes another suggestion. The Night Court take off their masks. Quote, I think they need the truth. They will need the truth in order to trust us. The truth about who you are, who Mor and Cassian and Asriel really are. Like, finally. Rhys, shockingly, agrees, asking if they will also reveal Feyre's powers. They decide not to.
That is rich coming from Feyre. Let's tell the truth about everyone else but me.
Except for me, because I'm a super special princess.
Like, it kind of reminds me when Bryce like jokingly reminds like
super special
I'm a
Starborn
super special
princess.
Starborn princess. And I'm like, okay, like but she's being funny about it.
Facetious,
Feyre
yeah.
is like,
She's like, but I am a special princess.
yeah,
Yeah.
recognize.
Yeah. Feyre pivots, asking if Asriel has had any luck in his hunt for Draken and Miriam. And Rhys says no. But even if they can find them, even if they can get Vasa and the other courts to join, he is still not sure it will be enough.
Yeah, this makes no sense.
No sense. No freaking sense. Like, and I think it just is the cauldron. Like, that's what he's spooked about. Like, it's not Hybern, it's Hybern's possession of the cauldron.
Which is broken.
And also, like, it got emptied by Nesta. Like, I feel like this cauldron is, you know what I mean? Like, Nesta's hardcore, but like, if Nesta could take it out of commission for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe just like the sheer numbers.
It is, yes, I do remember that. I think we'll get into it when they go to have their
Like
big
they have
battle.
like hundreds of thousands, and like
compared to Prithian.
Prithian has like 10,000, and they're like, well, we're fucked.
Right.
So many people died during the under the mountain and whatever. So none of the courts have many.
Because they all died.
Armies.
So many died. Goddamn, Amarantha, hey?
She's like so much scarier than Hybern. But
So
yes,
spooky.
the only reason that Hybern has so many armies is because Amarantha basically wiped out everyone else.
So why did Amarantha ever bow to Hybern? Like, girl,
I know.
he should know his place.
Could have run her own shit.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Facts.
And maybe it's the combination of fear
No cap.
and adrenaline and the knowledge that they are on the precipice of losing everything. So Feyre kisses Rhysand, and his answering growl is all the invitation she needs. They make love that night in the war camp, winnowing home the next day to the town home. Nesta and Amren are waiting on tenterhooks, asking what happened. Rhysand gives them the debrief, strategically mentioning that Varian is safe, and Amren relaxes a touch.
Oh.
Nesta, however, is still stiff, tense, as she finally asks, quote, "Where is he?" "Who?" Rhys crooned. "Cassian." I love this. I love that, like, Rhysand knows, and he's like,
Who?
And, like, Feyre also says,
So cheeky.
she's like, I feel like that's the first time she heard Nesta say his name.
Yeah.
Because she's just like, that one. Him.
I actually feel like she has.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That could be like a very true statement.
Yeah. Moore tells her Cassian is busy and that Nesta should keep her, quote, forked tongue behind her teeth. Rhys warns Moore off quietly, and Moore winnows away, presumably to continue preparations for the now much sooner meeting with the High Lords. Feyre and Rhys go to turn in when suddenly she stops him, saying, quote, "Take me to the prison right now." As I was reading this, I was like, why?
What prison?
What?
There's a prison
There's
in
a
Prithian?
prison? What are you talking about?
The death court.
Moore's like animosity towards Nesta is really interesting. Like, I know Nesta was not exactly warm with her, but Nesta is also just not warm with anyone. So like, don't take it personally. But Moore, Feyre says she's never heard Moore speak to anyone that way. And she's wonders, is it because Moore has had Cassian and Asriel, and now Ness is kind of like stepping in the middle a little and taking Cassian away?
She doesn't care about.
Exactly. Like, so, and then I was like, my whole thing with
Cassian's baby boy, that's why. She like has to protect him.
right. If
baby.
If Nesta is a witch, we're all like, what the fuck is going on with Moore? Could Moore be a witch? And could they be like rival witch clans?
Maybe.
I don't
Moore's
know.
beautiful.
I feel
Like-
like Moore has a whole shtick going, and for some reason, because Nesta, her powers are mysterious, Moore is worried that Nesta can see through whatever Moore has going on. And I think that's why Moore has some animosity towards Nesta. Is because she's like the longer, because at the beginning Moore starts out really nice.
Tries
with
to
her.
be friendly to
And then,
her.
like, as it's like her powers and no one knows, blah, blah, blah. And more starts thinking on it. And I think she's like, oh, maybe she's figured me out.
But like, wouldn't Lucian's eye be able to see through that then? Since his eye is
There's like a glamour or
Mhm,
something.
or like
I would think.
well, he said spells, glamours, and
Other
Maybe it's not that
enchantments.
it's a spell,
Yeah.
it's her power.
Oh,
The truth.
right,
the truth.
right, because Moore's power isn't mysterious at all.
Right, but couldn't see those.
Nobody knows.
The Queen's betrayal.
Or anything else for them. Heather.
I know.
So annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Anyway, so we're now about to find out, why do they have to go to the prison? I was like, I read it. I was like, why? There's
Mirrors?
no preamble. Are they gonna go find a mirror? What's a mirror?
Chapter 40. The dark was oppressive, its weight unbearable as Feyre and Rhysand descend. The bone carver is waiting in his seemingly favorite form, Mini Rhys.
Oh, hello, BB.
I know. Hey, Nixie. Rhysand hangs back as Feyre attempts her negotiation. Quote, pick another object other than the Ouroboros, and you don't have to be a seer to know how this is going to turn out. The bone carver has but one desire, nothing else. Quote, my window to the world. Riches and power hold no sway within these walls, but like any true villain, he would consider their firstborn as a trade for his services.
Oh.
Still skin.
Very rebel silk.
Hold on to this request for later. Obviously, they will not be conceding any child of theirs to the bone carver, so Feyre finds herself once more at an impasse. She must fetch the mirror. Rhysand flicks a chicken bone from lunch at the carver, and they make their way up through the prison.
Oh yeah, isn't he furious?
Yes, he's like, what the fuck? As Feyre mentally giving the bone carver vulgar gestures and cursing his existence, Rhys has but one question, and Feyre is happy to show him the answer. Big violet eyes, the beautiful face of their son. So he's like, let me see him. And so she takes him into her mind.
Can you imagine getting to see your child in advance? That was kind of what it felt like when we got the 3D ultrasound.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
I was like, oh, there he is.
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very neat.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the townhouse, we are experiencing a minor miracle. Elaine Archeron doing something useful.
What?
I know. My God. On purpose. No less.
What?
Nuella Carraguen. Sarah, how do you say her name?
I said Caradwyn.
Caradwyn?
Yeah.
Okay. And Elaine are baking bread, and she actually seems, dare we say, content. A slight sparkle in her big brown doe eyes. Feyre is so stunned, she's basically handling her with the caution of a startled deer. Easy now. Soft voices. No sudden movement.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
Uh-huh.
So obviously she grabs Rhys and gets him out of there before he can so much as breathe in her direction. And then, because these two cannot exist in a neutral emotional state, we pivot into something soft and achingly sweet. Rhys, casually wrecking us, says, quote, that is what I felt, he said, when I saw you smile that night when we dined along the Sidra. And suddenly Feyre gets it. Gets what those early days in Valaris must have been like for him.
Yeah.
Like when she's finally happy.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Rhys.
Oh.
So special. And then, because balance must be restored, we go from tender to feral in about 2 seconds flat. Rhys is hungry and not for carbs. Quote, I think I'm hungry for something else, he purred.
Oh, there's that purr.
Sir, please.
Please.
Yes. A quick winnow later, food is waiting, priorities are questioned, and Rhys, ever the gentleman, quote, gave me the courtesy at least of letting me pick what he consumed first, me or the food. I picked wisely, as she should, as we all would. But, morning comes and Feyre heads down to breakfast where Nesta is not thrilled.
What a change of pace.
I know. In fact, she looks openly disappointed it's Feyre and not someone else. Cassian? Elaine? The vibes are frosty. Feyre tries to ignore the sting. She feels it, but she's trying because apparently Amren thinks she is close. To what? Who knows? But everyone is one wrong breath away from Nesta potentially erupting, and no one wants to be the trigger. So basically Amren is like, she's close to like something, like figuring it out or like piecing things together or being able to do it.
Right, like back off.
And so basically Feyre has to tiptoe not only around Elaine, who's like Oh my
also
God.
Nesta.
And then also Nesta.
Ugh.
But Nesta, of course, isn't letting her slip away quietly. She wants answers. Why did Feyre run headfirst into danger like that? Why risk everything? And Feyre, calm, steady, very much in her High Lady era, answers, quote, because I had to, because people needed help. And with that, off she goes to train with Asriel, leaving tension, bred, and unresolved sister dynamics behind her. I don't, like, in this moment, it seems to me like Nesta doesn't understand Feyre at all.
No.
And, like, why would you go headfirst into danger? Never mind, she went, like, to the wall to hunt every day while they were living in, like, are you really that blind to, like, who your sister is?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, especially because she knew that she wasn't at a rich aunt's.
Right, yes.
So, like, to me, this was, like, very odd that she would even, like, question why Feyre went. Like, she should just inherently know.
I think you're right, though, that they are so diametrically opposed that this is just so foreign to Nesta. Mm-hmm. Like, even as Nesta evolves over the next hundreds and hundreds of pages, I don't think she ever is going to be our FMC who will sacrifice herself to save the world, to save her small little group of people.
Yeah.
Sure. But she's not like Feyre or Rhysand, who are like, there is right and there is wrong and there is, and I will mark, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Nesta's just not that way.
She's a bit selfish.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Chapter 41. The date is set, the location, let's just say it's still TBD. 6 courts will be there, and you can only guess spring is also TBD.
Shocker.
The night before the High Lord's gathering, it is decided that Dawn will play host, and thank the mother, Thesean's allegiance leans towards the other solar courts, which includes night. But our inner circle is still taking extra precautions. Highburn did not go well. Understatement of the century. And this time they will have backups for their backups, plans A through Z. Amryn is still confident Nesta will be able to mend the wall. She is close, and Tiny Ancient One is near certain she has found the spell or passage or whatever it is that she needs to ignite Nesta's power. So this is also kind of what I didn't remember that, like, Nesta couldn't just, like, use her power. Like, they talk about it as if, like, Amryn has to do something in order to, like, unleash what it is that she can do.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So it was, like, weird. Feyre is a nervous wreck, partially because this has to go well, but also for a Kool-Aid man. They would not be wearing the same masks they donned to the hewn city. They would be going as themselves, or at least a closer version of that. Mm-hmm. Cassian and Asriel in Illyrian leathers, Rhysand in a black jacket and pants, and more, curiously in navy blue.
Not red.
Yes. What do we make of this?
Oh, that's so interesting.
It calls it out too. More, not in her signature red, but in navy blue.
I maybe just underpinning that red is a color we should not trust. And so if we're going to be trying to portray that we are trustworthy, we don't wear red. Oh, maybe another point in the column that more is sketch.
I was like, what the hell?
That is so interesting.
But Feyre also notes she is looking especially regal, quote, a princess of the realm.
More?
So, yeah. So another, like, tick in the, like,
royalty
for more. Feyre, however, is not in her usual getup. She is a vision in her starfall dress. Slightly updated, quote, with sheer silk panels to the back shoulders, the glittering material like woven starlight. Okay, babe, get this quote. If Rhysand was night triumphant, I was the star that glowed thanks to his darkness. The light only visible because of him. Feyre, you are onto something here. So, yes, Feyre only glows because Rhys is starborn and she gave her power.
Yes.
And I feel like this quote is like...
really illustrates that.
Even though Feyre doesn't know.
Right. But I love these little Easter eggs.
I know!
So good.
And only in the charming way Cassian can, he compliments her in a way that is also a tease.
No.
More, however, is picking at her red nails.
Ooh.
Interesting. and gives it right back to Cassian, letting him know that he is the exact opposite of smooth.
Of course.
A fandom may beg to differ with you, Morgan.
Right.
Azriel chuckles and Cassian snaps back that he doesn't see Azriel wooing the females, to which Azriel replies, quote, I don't need to resort to it.
Ooh.
Again, we are not prepared.
Stop.
He's like, I don't need to do that. He literally just like looks at women and they're like, oh, like, fall into bed with him. I know.
Oh, I can't wait.
He kind of chuckles to himself, and then like when I was reading it, I was like, my toes were like, like
it's that like quiet confidence.
Yeah. He's like, I don't need to resort to that.
Oh my God, Azriel, what are you doing to us?
Then we take a trip, albeit a mental one, to the room one level above the library in the House of Wind, so heavily warded that only Rhysand, Feyre, and their offspring may ever enter. And let me just say, this is my kind of place.
Oh, I was like, what is this room?
Jewels and tiaras as far as Feyre can see, lit by tiny glowworms in coves built into the walls, and everything is set upon black velvet.
So good.
So dreamy.
Mm-hmm.
Quote, I had been terrified once in Tamlin's court of being given a crown, had dreaded it, and I suppose that I indeed had never fretted over it when it came to Rhys, as if some small part of me always known that this was where I was meant to be, at his side, as his equal, his queen. Which is another tip for Rhysand as
Queen
king.
and king. Yep.
The language of queen here is very interesting.
So interesting.
Not highlighting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Then hold your breath, babes. Nesta is perched at the top of the stairs, and Feyre is bracing herself for whatever venom may leave her sister's lips. As Nesta reaches Feyre at the bottom of the stairs in a dark blue dress. So Nesta and Mor are dressed in the same color, which is also interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And for the second time in these chapters, an Archeron's sister does something completely out of character. Quote, you look beautiful.
Nesta says that.
To Feyre.
Wow.
Okay. Feyre returns the compliment and then asks why she isn't with Amren. Quote, I'm going with you. Mother save us. Nesta has joined the group chat.
Oh my God. Everyone turn their notifications on.
I know. Bing, bing, bing. Nesta's coming. What?
Separate group chat started.
Does not include, not Nesta is the title. Chapter 42. We start in stunned silence. Quote, I do not want to be remembered as a coward. No one is going to fight to save the humans beneath the wall. No one cares, but I do. Then Rhysand does what he does and offers Nesta the now vacant role of emissary to the human lands. Because that was Feyre before. Because her business as High Lady takes up so much of her time.
Right.
We don't know what she does. And Nesta, never missing a chance to stick it to Rhysand, says, quote, consider this meeting a trial basis. I'll make you pay through the teeth for my services.
God bless Nesta. Get your bag, girl.
All right, now that that's settled, babe, place your bets. The Bat Boys, plus more, are betting on fights within the first 30, 45, and 50 minutes. Rhysand thinks 15 and warns them that nobody is allowed to provoke anyone. In my mind, here he's like specifically speaking to Cassian. He's
absolutely
like, troublemaker.
The guy,
like, everybody, no fighting.
Especially people who may have leveled entire buildings in the summer court.
Who shall remain unnamed. Exactly. Travel groups have been set. Mor will take Nesta and Cassian. Yikes. And Rhys and Feyre and Azriel will go alone. Or no. And Rhys and Feyre will go together. And Azriel will go alone to check things out ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
But before our group can winnow away, Nesta and Cassian have a moment, if you can call it that. It is filled with tension and contempt and an intensity that makes everyone avert their eyes. It is also no clearer if they are going to get it on or rip each other to ribbons. Frankly, it's a little of this, a little of that.
Exactly what I was going to say.
And eventually a lot of bouncy. Wow. I might have to change my vote for where I want to live in Perithium because Dawn sounds dreamy.
Like a living dream.
I forgot about, like, I know that Belar's like Court of Dreams or whatever, but I'm like, Dawn is dreamy. Cotton candy clouds, cobalt sky, opalescent palace made of golden stones, quote, gleaming with 1,000 sunrises within it. Like,
gorgeous.
I cannot.
Yeah.
I might have to live here.
It sounds like heaven. Like,
yes.
Yes.
Golden gates open as you like walk through. And the High Lord of this place, well, you can imagine. He is the picture of beauty and grace. Quote, even his voice was as lovely as the first glimmer of gold on the horizon. Stop. Up into the clouds they go, all feeling slightly out of place in this court. Save more, but ellipses.
Like more doesnesn't seem out of place. It says
this on the page. Yeah, it's like, quote, Feyre's thinking to herself, everyone feels like off and weird. Save more, but ... And then she like, oh, well. Again, Feyre glazes over this, as she does with any important information, and notices the awe on Nesta's face, taking her back to when she first arrived in Velaris, the sheer magnitude and beauty of everything, and of RHYSAND. But before she goes too far down that road, Rhys has a serious question. Does the townhome need redecorating? Like, he is like very concerned and jealous the entire time, because everyone's like, wow, it's so amazing here. And Rhys is like,
it's like, it's also pretty nice at our place.
Yeah, exactly. Soon, Rhys. Soon. Then, to even more pressing matters, Feyre's crown. A bed and nothing else. Scoundrel. Feyre sends down the bond. So, yeah, Rhys is like, also the crown. Can we, like...
keep that on, everything else off?
But just that.
Yeah.
So cute. Shields in place, including the mental and physical ones Rhys has placed around his inner circle. Trust no one. One quick pause before they enter the lion's den. Quote, I see all of you, Rhys, and there is not one part that I do not love with everything that I am. And with that, and looking quite courtly, Rhys replies, you bow to no one. Okay, this reminded me so much of, I could cry. Rowan and Aelin, where he's like, you do not yield.
You do not yield. You do not yield. Yes.
Lines that break you. You do not yield.
Yeah. Her mom saying it to her in her like dream state. You do not yield, Fireheart.
Ugh.
Why do you cry, Fireheart?
I can't. That book, those books are just like,
I know,
emotionally devastating.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, I think. I mean, that's the end of the chapter. But bam, babes.
Hot takes theory.
Bam, babes. Here we go.
Let's go.
I feel like it makes sense that like she was young when she wrote Throne of Glass, because like everything that Aelin goes through is like everything's felt so intensely and deeply, and as like a young person, I feel like that's how things feel. Yeah. And so like the books are like emotionally like crushing. Like a lot more horrible things happen in Throne of Glass than in ACOTAR. Like as it relates to like she's a slave and beaten and like she lives in the salt mines, and then it's like
her with the mask and like being tortured.
Yeah. And then like, I don't know, it just feels a lot more like everything's more like visceral in those books. And like you come away feeling like that meme I sent you where it was like, what is it?
You're gonna suffer, but you're gonna love. You're gonna
be happy about it.
Ron and Harry Potter. Yeah.
And I was like, you're gonna suffer. So true. Like those books are a suffer fest.
You're right. They are, and like more characters die. Like, ACOTAR, like no one except villains. Like, has anyone good? Like
the
Surreal died.
Papa Archeron.
But like not even secondary characters, like
no
tertiary, like they are
tertiary?
Not tertiary.
Does that mean that they're just in for heartbreak?
That's what I was thinking. Is Hashem just like waiting to rip the rug out?
Really, anyone important until like the last book.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dumbledore, Snape.
Sorry, I've been feeling that for like 20 minutes. I've been like, when is it coming? When is it coming? Interesting. You're right. And she wrote it when you're young, and you do feel
Like
things
everything's a big deal.
when you're
Like
young.
it's like,
yeah.
how will I ever get past this? How will I move? Like everything feels very finite, not like a journey or just like, well, I guess this is it then.
I guess my life is over. Yes.
Yeah. So I was kind of thinking about that.
Interesting.
Yep. The bone carver's request for Reese's firstborn with a secret smile playing across his lips.
That is so gross.
At first glance, this would seem like it is just because he's like RHYSAND, but knowing what we know about the prison, could he see this as his true key to freedom? So, like, their firstborn would allow the bone carver to walk out of the prison.
Oh.
Which at this moment, RHYSAND and Feyre know nothing about. They do exchange a brief mind conversation, though, where they say, quote, not just any boy, then. No, not just any boy.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, SJM is masterful here, because, like, they don't even know that they're, like, we know, but they don't know that we know.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no, he's not just any boy. Like, this boy will be basically the heir
to the entire court.
Yes.
And like the product of, Feyre, who has all yes, etc., etc.
Yes. So like the crown that Feyre wears, apex a crescent moon with 2 exploding stars.
Oh.
So this was interesting to me, given that I had like 2 of the Asteri are dead. 2 exploding stars, because they're supposed to be like a star itself. And then like a crescent moon feels like it's a reference to like Crescent City. I don't know. I was just like, I'm really on like the Crescent City, like, I don't know what it is, but I'm like on one about it.
Given that they say the Asteri are like stars themselves, could there be something tied to them with Starfall? Because Starfall is such a mystery, like what the hell is going on there?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it has something to do with the Asteri.
Because like a falling star is like a star dying, right? Mm-hmm. Like in reality, isn't it?
Not an astronomer.
Like a shooting star?
Yeah, like a shooting star is a star dying, I thought.
Let's see.
Isn't a shooting star just like not actually a star? Course. It's like a comet or something.
No,
it is a tiny piece of rock or dust from space that enters Earth's atmosphere.
It's not actually a star. Yeah.
Well, that just ruined the magic for me. I shall never be the same.
Never be magical.
Okay, page 398.
Let's go. Haven't had one of these in a while where you like get the book out and read right from the story.
I'll be like, why did I flag this again? 398. Okay, so it says, quote, Rhys blew out a breath and said, clear. He threaded his fingers through mine, gripping tightly. Moore sagged a bit, jewelry glinting with the movement, and went to take Cassian's arms. But he'd at last approached Nesta. So, like, why is Moore, like,
sagging?
Like, why is she being so weird?
Like, she's sad that Rhys took Feyre?
And then, like, that Cassian goes to Nesta, and she's like, is she thinking about, like, that she can't be with the person that she wants to be with?
Like, that more, or
is she sus?
Like, Nesta is being ridiculous and should just be happy she has a mate and that he wants her and she wants him and whatever. No,
I mean, like, is she just thinking about, like, the person that she wants to be with, that girl? I forget what her name is.
Oh, yes, maybe.
I don't remember.
You know.
I do, like, but I don't remember.
She sees her at the meeting, right?
No, she doesn't go to the meeting.
Do they see each other on a hill?
No.
They never meet? Eh?
No.
What happens in this book?
Can't remember.
Mirrors.
Anyways, it was just interesting. Like, Moore again just seems upset for like a weird reason.
Yeah.
Like, Cassian is nothing to her.
This is gonna be one of those ones where on a reread, it'll be our 4th time through, we'll be like, oh my god, like once we know
what Moore is.
Yes.
Yeah. Garden Watch. There was a shit ton of Garden Watch in these chapters.
Is there?
The Dawn Court. So periwinkles symbolizes everlasting love, deep friendship, cherished memories, and serenity. Historically, it represents fidelity and purity. but it also carries darker ancient connotations as a flower of death or witch's violet. And it's used in medieval protective or ominous rituals.
Interesting.
So it's like creeping up the columns of the Dawn Palace. Morning glories, which of course they'd be in the Dawn Court. The idea of rebirth and resurrection due to its ability to bloom anew each morning. So I thought this kind of related to the fact that the Night Court is kind of like reintroducing themselves to like everyone and like their exactly. Pale roses, purity, innocence, loyalty, and new beginnings, representing sincere love, reverence, and admiration. So it talks about this actually as they're looking over the edge of like the staircase doesn't have a railing as they're like
that's
wandering
right,
up.
and they're like a bit nervous.
Yeah. Peonies symbolizing romance, good luck, prosperity, and happy marriages.
I love peonies.
And wisteria symbolizing love, longevity, endurance, and immortality.
I also love wisteria.
I know, wisteria is beautiful.
So gorgeous.
Oh. So yeah, there was a lot of garden things happening, and they all kind of meant the same thing. Although the flower of death for periwinkle was like
interesting.
Yeah.
Like deeper meanings that are like a bit villainous.
Also, why is Moore wearing blue? Why?
Why is Moore wearing blue?
And why does Nesta also wear blue then? It's so weird.
There is something there. They do not get along, those girls. Silver Flames too, right? Like they are just not
not
vibing.
simpatico. But like, it's almost like Nesta wore blue to like piss off Moore or vice versa.
I mean, I could see both of them being like,
But Moore still has her signature red nails.
I did note that when you were talking about it, red nails.
Picking them.
That she's picking at it. Your favorite.
She also like does something. I think it's either she like does the invisible dust thing.
Oh, picks lint. Yeah. Invisible piece of lint.
And actually, if you look in Crescent City, there's like pocket watch all over the place. Like Bryce puts her hands in her pockets, and then like acts coy. Rune does it all the time.
Hybern did it when he was talking to Reese. He slid his hands into his pockets. I was like, don't you dare take his move. Illegal.
Yeah. Thirsting in these chapters, like this whole book, I feel like I'm thirsting after Cassian.
I'm definitely not thirsting after Reese.
No.
This is a very like Cassian, and I think Azriel a little bit. Like you get like
little hint
when he chuckles and like drops one-liners, and you're like,
you basically pass out from anticipation.
Yes, exactly.
But Reese, not at all. Like actually, my section had like a sex scene, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of
it's very boring.
Yeah, it's like, and then when they love,
right.
Moving on.
Yeah, like it's it's funny. Again, female versus male gaze. Like I feel like men would not understand this. Like when they think about these books being smut and like what gets women off, I think a lot of men would believe that it's the sections where we're reading about sex. And sure, sometimes that's a lot of fun.
55.
Sure. No.
47. 7.
But I would argue that for the majority of women reading these books, the hottest part is the buildup. It's the tension, the anticipation. Will they, won't they?
The book you're reading, Wild Reverence, it's like everyone's like, this book is the definition of yearning. Yearning is like, I think that's my favorite part of romanticy.
I agree. Because yes, reading this, it's like we know Feyre and Reese are together. They're already doing the deed. And so then, yeah, when we read about them having sex, like it's fine. But I'm like, but then what's Azriel gonna do, right? It's the tension that we find attractive, which I'm like, that if hetero men understood that, really, I feel like it could really radicalize a lot of sex lives. It is not the...
I just read on Instagram today that they have mapped out the clitoris. 2026.
Stop.
Guess when they mapped out the penis?
Oh, the 70s.
No, 1998.
Get out.
I know.
Of course.
I know. I was like, I'm dying.
I want to know what's going on with her.
I know.
Okay.
Men should know.
They certainly should. Maybe a map is indeed what a lot of them need.
Yes. But not our men, but
Not
others.
not our men. Other men.
They got their shit under control.
Andrew and Miller are like, oh,
check. Yeah, so yearning.
Maybe you should read Wild Riverins then. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, everyone's
It's good.
The definition of yearning.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll say even like Vampire Diaries, the whole like Damon versus Stefan thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I have yet to meet someone who is Team Stefan.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I do love Stefan though.
Stop.
Like not for Elena.
Oh, I was like,
No, I mean like I love Damon for me. Elena can have Stefan.
Yeah, we don't care what you won't do, Elena.
Yeah, but like the whole it's like 5 seasons before Damon and Elena actually get together.
Is it really that
Yes.
long?
Is it 5? I don't know. It's a while. It's a few seasons.
At the motel, they have a really steamy kiss. Remember, and by the vending machine.
Yeah,
it was very clear in my mind.
Jamie's like, I remember vividly.
Episode 24, season 5, minute 3. She was wearing a scarf. No, but yes.
Well, it's kind of boring after that point. And they're together and you're like,
I will say though, in Blood and Ash, it's a bit different because they're a bit adventure-y.
Yes.
And with Poison Daughter, there's I think in both of those there's a bit of kind of kink and you're like, okay, this is interesting, and it evolves maybe a little bit. It starts out one way and then you're like, whoa.
Direbound 2 is like that,
Okay,
because there's a good deal. Actually, maybe you should read Direbound.
Okay.
Next. It was Caitlin and Greer were talking about it. It's hot.
So maybe RHYSAND's and Feyre's sexual relation, they evolve as people and as a couple, but their sexual relationship does not.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like it. It feels very vanilla.
Yeah. Even Violet and Xaden, I guess, when you think I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have hate sex, so it's kind of you're like, okay.
They do. Love a good anger fuck every now and then.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's where we're closing the book, babes. The politics will be politicking, and whatever started as strategy will be turning into full speed ahead. Alliances will shift, armies will gather, and our inner circle will step closer to war with every choice they make. We're not circling the storm anymore. We're standing in it.
Next time, tempers flare, loyalties get a little shaky, and the energy shifts from, we've got this, to, oh, this might get messy. Babes, no one is making calm, rational choices from here on out.
We want to hear from you as we continue to build this little corner of our world and fall in love as we dive into fantastical worlds, fabulous folklore, and fine males and men. Follow A Quart of Books and Babes Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and while you're at it, click the subscribe button. Lastly, you can show us a little love by taking 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple or Spotify and share it with all of the babes in your life.
Until next time, stay bookish, babes.